Hi Scorpio, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. Happy 2024. I hope you all had a great holiday season and you are ready to start a brand new calendar year. We did end December with quite a bit of new energy. We had that full moon in Cancer. We also had Chiron and Jupiter move direct in the end of the month. And then we start off January with Mercury stationing direct in the sign of Sagittarius. And then by the time we end January, we actually have Uranus stationing direct in the sign of Taurus. So we had Jupiter stationing direct in Taurus at the end of December, and then we'll have Uranus at the end of January. So this is a lot of forward movement, you all. By the time we are into this month, we are going to have this momentum that is going to be increasingly bigger and bigger. And I've also been saying for the fixed signs, you, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo, I do think this is going to be a huge month as well because we have Pluto moving into the sign of Aquarius on the 20th. So this is huge for the collective, but I think many of the fixed signs will feel it especially as well. All right, Scorpio, before we pull the cards, I do want to thank each and every one of you for a prosperous 2023. You all really came to my I don't want to say rescue, but you all really helped me understand that I have a place here on YouTube, which is always nice. You know, there's so many creators out there, each one of us trying to do our thing. So it's nice that my videos are resonating with you. And I encourage you to drop me a comment below. Let me know what you're looking forward to in this new year. All right, Scorpio, let's get into it. We are going to go week by week. I did put the dates for January below in the description, okay? Okay, so we start off week 1 with the Page of Swords and the Four of Wands in reverse. Week 2, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, as well as the Knight of Swords also in reverse. Third week of January, we have the Six of Wands in reverse, as well as the Queen of Pentacles also in reverse. Last week of January, we do have the Seven of Cups in reverse, and lastly, the Devil, which is Capricornian energy ending the month. So let's go ahead and make sure you can see all the cards. Make sure that they're all in frame for you. And Scorpio, what we're going to do is also pull an overarching theme card for the month of December. Seeing where we ended 2023, this will be the energy that you are bringing into this calendar year. Spirit, please pull me a card for Scorpio. And you have the Two of Wands. So you are definitely ending 2023 with this hopeful, looking towards the future. I definitely think that many of you all are making big aspirations and big goals for the month of January. I definitely think that Capricornian energy is definitely going to be something that you all are feeling the momentum of. And I do think that many of you all were trying to reach some important goals at the end of December. Maybe they didn't all fruition, especially because Mercury was retrograde, but I do think that by time you get later on into January, and especially once we clear Uranus stationing direct at the end of the month into February, I think that this is going to be a huge undertaking that you're excited about and you are strategizing into the future. So that's really exciting, okay? All right, let's go ahead and pull an overarching theme card for the month of January. And this is going to be energy that Spirit wants you to focus on throughout the month. Oh, look at all those. I'm actually going to use those. Okay, so King of Cups and Ten of Wands. So Spirit wants you to know that whatever has been maybe a hindrance or very tiresome for you throughout the month of December, it's no longer going to be an issue. As we move into January, Spirit wants to remind you that use that energy, use all of that tiresome energy from last year and move it into this hopeful, prosperous, more intuitive type energy this month. And even though it's still going to, require some energy, it feels like it's going to be lighter than it was back in 2023, which is a great thing to hear, right? I know Scorpios are always having kind of like feeling like we're the only ones on the earth that have so many issues. So I think that that's a very welcomed energy. So I'm looking at the month and at a whole, and this very first week of the month, when we have Mercury stationing direct in the sign of Sagittarius, some type of news could be coming to you. This definitely feels like something that is related to a relationship. This could have been something that started back in December, but because Mercury was retrograde, the news didn't reach you. This could be very positive news, but it definitely feels like with that Four of Wands in reverse, it's kind of like that news that one of you may think it's great and the other person's like, well, I don't really know if it's all that great. Okay, so just keep that in mind that because that Four of Wands is in reverse, it could be one of those type of subjects that, oh yeah, I got a raise, but the other person's like, well, that means I have to work more or something like that. By the time you move into the second week of the month, Four of Pentacles in reverse and Knight of Swords, there's something you all are trying to get off the ground. It does feel like it feels like this energy around wanting to move goals into place, but maybe, you're still not having all the tools you need, or you don't have all the resources, or you don't know how to do it. There's some type of money conversations coming up that second week of January when we do have Mercury entering Capricorn on the 13th. Just pay attention of goals, maybe feeling like they're too far out of reach that second week of the month. But I do feel like by the time you get to this third week of the month, like I said, this is that big week with Pluto entering Aquarius and Mercury exiting its retrograde shadow by the time we get to the 20th and 21st. Some type of goals, it feels like someone is being congratulated or rewarded, but like I said, it feels like this energy of, but I'm going to need to work more. I'm going to have to put more energy in. But by the time you get to the end of the month, you have all these options in front of you, but it feels like that, that devil energy is like, wait a minute, are you doing this because, you just want to look good, or are you just doing this because is this something really that you want? And I do think that Uranus moving direct in Taurus at the end of the month is going to remind you that there's some type of surprise thing that you did not take account for, or you didn't think about. So keep that in mind, all right? So let's go week by week. I just like to do that monthly overview so you kind of see where you're heading. I do think that first week of the month, be prepared for a boss, a colleague, some news to come to you after Mercury stations direct that could affect you and a partner, you and a friend, you and a business partner. There's some type of conversation here that's going to come up that you all are going to need to think through how to proceed forward. With that Four of Wands in reverse, it could mean that one of you don't feel like this is the best news, while the other one, you may feel very optimistic. So keep that in mind that first week of January. Now, as you move through the month to the second week, we have a lot of Capricornian energy at this time. We have a new moon in Capricorn on the 11th, Mars entered Capricorn on the 4th, and Mercury enters Capricorn on the 13th. Lots of goal-oriented energy, and I do feel like you're wanting to get it going, but something in either your finances, your resources. You just don't have all of the tools that you need, even though you're like rearing to go. And you and a partner may need to decide, is this still the best time to launch that website, to go get a business loan? There's something here that feels like you may need to wait and be patient, okay? So keep that in mind, that second week of January. By the time you get to the third week of January, you have the Six of Wands, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is that big week with Pluto entering into Aquarius and Mercury exiting retrograde shadow. Like I said before, there is this feeling that you and your partner, one of you is being congratulated or being offered maybe a promotion at work, while the other, your other half of you, whether this is your friend or your colleague, is like, yeah, but doesn't that mean you're going to have to work harder, work longer, be away from your family more, travel? There feels like there's a piece that's not the most exciting, yet it's still really good news, if that makes sense. By the time you get to the end of the month, Scorpio, you have a lot of options being presented to you. I feel like whatever that news was back here with that Six of Wands, it's opened up all these ideas of things you could be doing. And so really pay attention to where it is that you see things come out around the 25th when we have that full moon in Leo. I do think that full moon in Leo is going to unveil or show you some areas of your life where a lot of options are available. But this Capricornian energy with that devil is kind of like, well, just be careful what you wish for. Don't assume that more money means better life, if you will. That's just an example. But that Uranus retrograde ending on the 27th in Taurus, something around your finances, your job, or your goals could come, could show you some information at the end of the month that you were not expecting, was not on your radar. Okay, so be prepared for that. Okay, Scorpio, big month for everyone. I hope this was helpful for you. Take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs in this video series. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love if you would. I hope you have a great 2024, Scorpio, and I'll talk to you later.